Most photographers think that converting to black and white is just one click. But if you want high contrast, professional looking portraits, the secret actually starts before you convert. Today everyone, I'm going to show you how to build the perfect color foundation that leads to dramatic monochrome portraits. Black and white isn't the absence of color. It's the translation of color into tones. So if your color base is muddy, flat, or even unbalanced, your black and whites will never look clean and high contrast. So we fix these three things first. Number 1, exposure balance. Number 2, skin color. And number 3, background separation. So this is the image we'll be editing, guys, just like the one in the thumbnail. And I start by creating a neutral exposure foundation. Not too bright and not too crunchy. So I'm just gonna start off by reducing the exposure to around there. And you can see all the color is coming out from the image. Next, I increase just a touch of shadows. And then I pull down the highlights like halfway. I'm going to show you the before and the after. Nothing extreme. Just a clean canvas. And this is our baseline here. And I'm sure you all know that skin color controls everything in black and white. The orange and the red channels decide how bright or dark the skin becomes, how defined the features look, and how much texture shows. So what I do, I go down to the color mixer. I go over to the orange, saturation, and lower it just a touch. And then I head over to the luminance and I increase the orange. So we're going to get that glowy look. Then I head back down to the saturation and I increase the reds. Not too much. Just around there. This builds professional tonal separation before the conversion to black and white. And from here, I'm going to just head over to the masking. I'm going to select subject. And we're going to create a complete black background. Because on this left side, it was a bit lighter than the red side. And here we have the subject selected, and I'm gonna invert the mask, and there we've targeted the background. And all I'm gonna do is just lower the blacks to around there. I head back out of the masking, and from here I'm gonna just click on the black and white button here. And I'm going to show you the before and after from color to black and white. But don't click away, guys, because we're not ready. We're just like halfway there. The before color, a clean foundation for black and white. And this is the black and white starting point. And as you can see, the portrait already has direction, contrast, and even shape, because the color base was built properly. Now from here, I'm going to give it just a touch of texture, not too much, guys, around there, and just a touch of clarity. And next, I'm going to head down to the tone curve, and we're going to create an S shape. And we're going to give it a soft tone curve. And we're going to deepen the blacks. And we're going to get some clean highlights. So I'm going to start off with the highlights here, or the whites. And we've raised the whites just a touch. And next I'm going to target the blacks, and we're going to create that soft S shape here. I'm going to show you the before and after again without the tone curve. And you can see we're already getting some tones in the image. But again, don't click away because we're not ready. And this is where the fun part begins, because now we'll be doing some dodging and burning. And we're going to head over to the masking. And here I'm going to create a mask with the brush, and we're going to do some dodging and burning on the whites, and I'm going to increase the whites just a touch before I use the brush, somewhere there. And I'm going to start painting away on the whiter parts of the image, her forehead, this left cheek here, under the chin, and just a bit here, and where I have the white parts here. And we'll be sculpting the image just like this, a bit here on her hand here, just on the whiter parts here also, and down here, and on her left shoulder. And I'm gonna check the before and after of the sculpting, dodging and burning. I'm gonna go a bit more further. I'm gonna increase the whites just a bit more. Should be great. And now we're going to do some burning. I'm going to hit K on the keyboard, and that will give me another clean brush. And I'm going to reduce the exposure for this one, for the burning. Don't forget, guys, you can go back to your setting here and reduce or increase the exposure if you see it too much or too little. And I'm going to start with the burning here. On her hand, a bit here. I'm going to cover her hair, and I'm going to burn away on her arm here. I'm going to increase the brush size. And I'm going to show you the before and after of the burning now. I'm going to decrease the burning mask just a bit. Should be okay. I'm going to show you before and after of all the masks. And you can see the incredible difference from here. Now I'm going to show you another trick what I use for my black and white portraits. I head over to the color here, and I'm not sure if you know, if you play around with these sliders here, the temperature and the tint, you can change the tones of the image, and I'll show you now. Look. And you can choose where you see it right. Double click to go back to the original setting, and I'm gonna decrease it to around there. You can use the tint also. I'm gonna double click, and I'm gonna increase the tint just a bit like that. And I'm going to show you the before and after also. And that's just with the colors here, the temperature and the tint. And now from here, guys, I'm going to go over to the detail and I'm going to increase the sharpening just a bit to around 50. Well, there we have our final image, everybody. I'm going to show you the before and after. And there we have the before on the left side and we have the after on the right side. And you can see the incredible difference by turning your images, portrait images, from color to black and white. Now from here, guys, if you want to stay with me a bit more, I'm going to take it over to Photoshop and I'm going to give you another tip. Well, here we are in Photoshop. I'm going to take it one step further, everyone. And I'm just going to head down to the adjustments layer and I'm going to click on gradient map. I do this for my landscape images also, black and white landscape. And I'm just going to click on the drop down window and you choose classic. And there we have an even more contrasty black and white image. I'm going to close here. And if you want, you can reduce the effect by lowering the opacity. That's without the gradient map, and you can increase to where you see fit. And I think somewhere there should be okay. Before and after. And so everyone, there we have it. Great black and white portraits always start in color. Fix the base first, and the conversion becomes effortless. If you want more black and white editing tutorials, just hit that subscribe button. So thank you everyone, and I'll see you all in the next video.